Welcome to Story Experience Backstage with Christine Walker. Hello, Christine.
Hi, nice to be here. Nice to see you.
Yes, I have the pleasure to ask you maybe some personal questions, and you have a big wisdom, I would say, in the relationship between women and men in terms of business. Mm-hmm. And many times women fight against men, men against women, and often there are conflicts. They show up in the business, but also in the private. What did you say? How is it possible to stop this fighting between men and women? What's the source of all of these conflicts?
Well, in general, I think we have to stop war and fight because it's not bringing people and the world together, as we can actually see. But it especially men and women and the gender and equality topic, which is all over business and the news. I think we've gone through a big revolution. I mean, in the 50s, we weren't even allowed to vote. We weren't allowed to study. We had to ask men whether we can go for work. I mean, ridiculous, isn't it? But we achieved everything. We can study, we can work, we can vote, we can achieve leading top positions, CEO positions. We can decide whether we want to have a career. We can stay at home. We can do only kids. We can do kids and career. Basically, we can do anything we want. All the options are open.
But still there are conflicts between
Still there are conflicts because we had to fight so much to achieve all this. And I think the fight is somehow in us, and we have had to how do you say, well, we were suppressed for so many years, but I think you have to get to the point where you say, okay, now we achieved everything, I give you my hand and let's find peace. Let's find peace with the men and women, all these topics, and let's grow together. Let's help us, because men have strengths and certain capabilities we don't have. And we women, we have certain capabilities and strengths men don't have. So I think it's time to find peace and to grow together and to forgive.
Wonderful. What would you say? This is beautiful that you forgive, people, men and women forgive. How does this topic of sexuality relate to all these? Because it's such an intimate and core relationship between men and women, the sexuality, and the control of men controlling women or women controlling men often shows in this topic. What is your take on this? It needs something to be healed there, or what's the influence of sexuality in terms of this fighting?
Well, I think there has to be a general mindset change, because relationships usually worked. The man is the one who earns the money, who has got the career, and women stay at home and more or less go back to the second row. But all of this is changing now. So I think it's important to come to an eye level, yes, equal to an equal level, and this is also. This means for the women to stand up and to say, to also say, okay, babe, I want sex, or no, I don't want it, and I don't.
Have a clear statement.
A clear statement, and not because I am the woman, the wife of this belongs to my duties. No, this doesn't belong to your duties. You can say what you want. And I think if the relationship is in perfect harmony and there is an equal together, it's not a topic anymore. It's only a topic when one is in the high status and the other one is in the low status. Low status. And I am responsible myself whether I'm in a high status or low status.
So to state clearly what you want, say yes and no, and then agree on a consensus would be a wonderful tool in terms of sexuality. And then it's the same with any relationship in business or wherever, to state clearly what you want, what you don't want, and find a consensus afterwards.
Yeah, you have to be clear, and therefore you have to have courage, because to say what you really want, that's the thing. I think we've gone through so many. We survived so many obstacles, and now we are self-confident. We earn our own money. We are not dependent on men anymore. Not even for getting children. I mean, you can have as a single woman easily. Yeah, there are not even for that anymore. So finding peace with the man also means to be clear and to say what you want. So, I mean, the Me Too campaign is something that brought many ugly things to public, which I think is important.
Very important, absolutely.
In order to make changes, you need to address topics. They're not always nice. But you also have to get to the point where you say, okay, check. We discussed that, we found a solution, and now let's
stop the old thing and
peace, and let's be on the next level and go further. There is a nice film where it's the opposite around, The Hustlers with Jennifer Lopez, where the women start a gang and it's the other way around.
Wonderful. Christine, thank you very much. Thank you for this backstage perspective, and all the best for your next adventures. And you have a new project going on. Do you want to say a word to this new project, just very shortly, where you called it the Silent Revolution, and you did the song last time, and now you do something else?
I'm going to do a dance and I want to transport with the dance basically everything, discipline, hard work, but also the female soft part, the elegance and the emotional feeling. It's going to be a kind of acrobatic dance with hot moves.
With hot moves, yeah?
Hot moves, yes.
Will be shown in April, you said, right?
I think in April.
Yeah. Okay,
I'll be fit enough for the video.
Wonderful. So if you want to watch this video, then you can do it here, or you go to the channel of Christine Walker. So thank you, Christine.
Thank you very much. It was a beautiful interview.
Thank you, and stay tuned.